Peter, it's back-to-back games where a lot of the talk after is about video reviews that went against your team. What was your sense of each of those, and is there a frustration level building?
There is a frustration level building, but it's really not because of anything the hockey ops, NHL hockey ops does. It's not because of the process. It's because that the calls have gone against us, and I know the process that these guys go through, and I have discussions after the fact with NHL hockey ops. I haven't had one yet based on last night, but before I did, and we as GMs have voted this stuff in, and there's a group that reviews these things, and they came through with a ruling, and unfortunately the last two have gone against us.
Do you feel like you have a clear idea of what goaltender interference looks like right now?
Well, we have a general framework, and you know, we've got incidental contact in the white, we've got incidental contact in the blue, we've got guys being pushed in. So we've kind of set out that criteria, the GMs have, and hockey ops, you know, they tweak it a little, but that's, I mean, it's not, it's to our knowledge when they tweak it a little and they talk to us as collectively as GMs. You know, and we have our own way of interpreting it too. Like, you know, like if they can tweak it a little bit, in our minds, we tweak it a little bit. So we look at last night, and you know, I see 2 points of interference. And one was caused by our own player pushing a player, and the other was caused by their player in my mind. So you know, it was a difference in opinions.
You've been part of all these meetings, and I know that unintended consequences are part of the issues when they make these decisions down in Florida. Do you see something that's getting out of control? Do you see an issue that's going to have to be addressed here, the way the toe in the crease was in '99, for instance?
No, not really. I don't really put unintended consequences on this process. You know, it's just refining the interpretation, and it's tough. It's a tough framework to establish, and there's so many nuances. You know, the other night, you know, it's about, was there contact in the white and was there contact in the blue, or and for me there was both, and not last night, the other night. But you know, we have constructive dialogue amongst the GMs and with the NHL, and we figure it out. I mean, I like the rule. I like the video review, and I mean, it was hard to take last night, though.
You were on the other end of one of these as the GM of the Boston Bruins when you beat Toronto without the review part of it. What did it feel last night to watch this thing get away from your club?
Well, it's a little different. Game 7, but it was most of the period in Boston when we played Toronto. Like, you could see really maybe from the 10-minute period mark of the period on, and you could see the momentum changing. Last night wasn't like that. I thought maybe we were on our heels a little bit in the third, but in the last 3 minutes, maybe that was a series of unfortunate events. As Todd said last night, for no lack of effort. I mean, but you know, it's tough, and no lead is safe in this league. That's why it's an entertaining league. But it's tough to watch, and certainly, I didn't see momentum, a real huge momentum change last night. I saw us getting hemmed in the last 3 minutes, and for a number of reasons, we couldn't get the puck out. So it was a tough loss to take, but you know, these series, anything can happen as you've seen. So we just got to get back on our horse.
How much have you seen your team grow from the start of the playoffs to now? How much are you learning about different players?
Yeah, well, that was our objective this year, and I've seen a lot of it. I mean, that doesn't really feel great right now. You know, I've seen resiliency. I've seen. I mean, you know, these are trying times when you get games like last night and Game 5 or Game 4. A lot of growth, Ryan. I mean, you see the younger guys playing. You see them playing under duress. You see them making a lot of plays and mistakes. And I know in 2-3 years I'm going to look back on this and say, wow, that was great for us. I know that, 100% certain. It's just hard to make that determination now.
In the summer, you went out and signed Milan Lucic for specifically this time of year. A couple of rounds in, what have you thought of that addition and his contribution?
I've liked it when we did it, and I like it now. He's big, he's strong. I mean, I know he's not producing to the level that some other guys are producing, but he's moving bodies around. He's protecting the puck. He's doing a lot of things, and very happy with it.
Is there a way to make this goaltender interference process any clearer, any better in your mind?
Well, there's ways to refine the criteria for what is interference. There's that, and the GMs talk about that. There's ways to have that discussion when the refs got the headset on. And we're in the playoffs. We're incorporating the series supervisor and the ref and hockey ops. There's ways to define what the vote is as to in that discussion. So there are ways to make it better, and we'll look at all those ways.